Now that we know the basics about sending and replying to emails, we can have a little bit of fun with our email account and customize it. The first thing we're going to look at is something called a SIG or a signature file. What that is it is a little bit of information that gets added to the end of your email every time you send it. In this example, my school account at philasd.org, every time I send an email, this signature file right here gets added to the end of it. Has my name, has a little bit of information about me, some links, and my Google badges. So let's take a look at how you can create your own SIG file that goes on any of your emails. In the top right, next to the waffle, you're going to see this little gear icon called Settings. When I click on it, I have a small settings menu, and I want to go to See All Settings at the top. Once I'm in here, there's a whole bunch of different settings. Can be a little confusing, but we're just going to scroll down and look at the information on the side here until we get to a section called Signature. And that's right here. Once you find this, you're going to click Create New, and you're going to give your signature a name. I'm just going to call this one Main because it's going to be my main signature that I use for everything, but you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to click Create, and you'll see I now have Main over here on the side. On the right is now a text box, and here's where I create my signature. Now, for most people, the signatures include your name, maybe a little bit of information, maybe a website link, things like that. You don't want to go overboard with your SIG file because it tends to take up a lot of space and get really messy if you have too much information in it. So try and keep it simple when you create it. For mine, I'm going to put my name and then where I work, and then what my job is. If I want to get a little fancier, I'm going to go in and highlight SLA Middle School and come down here to my link button. Put in the link to the school website and click OK. And that is now linked to the school's website. I'm also going to highlight my name, and down here I can change my font. So I'm going to make my name a little bigger. Maybe I'll try some bold. That doesn't make much of a difference. I'm going to come over here to my color, and for my text color, I'm going to make it purple. So now I have my SIG file that I'm happy with. Now, if I keep scrolling down a little bit, I can create another SIG file, but most of the time, one is all you're really going to need. And now I need to tell it where to put that SIG file. Right now, the SIG file will not show up on any emails. I'm going to go to For New Emails Use, and I'm going to choose Main. So every time I send a new email, it's going to put this main signature file at the end. Then if I'm replying or forwarding an email to someone, I can do the same thing. I can choose either no signature or my main signature. For a reply and a forward, it's probably a good idea to leave it at no signature. It makes it a little less confusing. But when you're sending an email, you can choose your SIG file for new emails. Now, before any of this will work, I have to go all the way to the bottom and click Save Changes. Now those changes are saved. When I click Compose, I now have that signature file automatically added to my new email. Makes it really easy and simple.